I'm Ashley Kyle.
And I'm Bob Spicer.
And this is your Lake of the Ozarks news update, brought to you by Lake TV and LakeExpo.com, and sponsored by Yacht Club Power Sports and Quick Car in Osage Beach.
Today we're going to be talking about local students and their genius inventions.
More drama in the ongoing Lazy Gator saga.
A local in big trouble after making a big threat.
The Morgan County School Board makes a decision on South Elementary.
A boating tip from Bob's No Wake Zone 2 and lots more. Plus we'll be looking at events coming to the lake this weekend. All that coming up after a message from Yacht Club Power Sports.
It's time to have some fun on land with Can-Am ATVs and side-by-sides available at Yacht Club Power Sports of Osage Beach. New and used models available. Come and check out the all-new models to get you ready for the fall. Yacht Club Power Sports is the only authorized Can-Am dealer at the Lake of the Ozarks. Have some serious fun with the Can-Am Maverick Max or check out the Outlander 1000 XMR. Stop by Yacht Club Power Sports, your Can-Am and Sea-Doo provider of mid-Missouri.
Morgan County's South School won't become an early learning center after the district board voted last week to keep things the way they've been. The board voted 5-2, and the school will still have preschool through second grade. A proposal to move kindergartners through second graders to the main elementary campus had met with a good bit of opposition. One issue was that the district boundaries weren't being strictly enforced, and that had affected South School's enrollment. The district plans to begin enforcing those boundaries and expects enrollment at the school will increase as a result.
With spring rains in store, the Missouri Highway Patrol is reminding boaters to be careful around flooded areas. Boat wakes can damage banks if the water level is unusually high, but flooded rivers and streams can be the most dangerous. The Highway Patrol is asking boaters not to operate in flooded waterways since fast-moving water can quickly cause a tragedy.
Like it or not, Lazy Gators is still making headlines with 2 public meetings held last week where citizens aired their complaints about the waterfront bar. The county is considering a rezoning application submitted by Glacier Park Investments, which owns Lazy Gators. If it's approved, a rezoning would put an end to the 5-year battle between Camden County and the bar's owner. Commissioners heard from area residents on March 16th at a town hall meeting in Four Seasons. There it was revealed that Lazy Gators would be allowed to open this spring and that a state order issued by a judge would not be enforced until the case is through the appeals court. Then the issue went before the Planning and Zoning Commission for a public hearing 2 days later. At that meeting, many opposed the rezoning, but some said they were for it. The issue was tabled until the commissioners' April meeting.
That case became even more dramatic last week with the filing of another lawsuit. Gary Pruitt, who has an interest in the investment company that owns Lazy Gators, sued an attorney who had circulated a letter and spoken out against the rezoning in recent days. Pruitt has sued Mark Dunn for slander and libel, claiming Dunn made false statements in his letter that was sent to several elected officials. He says Dunn also read from the letter at a public meeting. Pruitt seeking $300,000 in damages.
A Stover man is in federal custody after authorities say he planned to shoot the president. According to an affidavit, 24-year-old Cameron James Stout told a federal government informant that he needed help getting a rifle so he could shoot the president when he came to Kansas City. The document claims Stout repeated his intentions on more than one occasion. He was arrested and was charged in the U.S. District Court in Jefferson City last week.
Well, a toddler is on the mend after being found in a pond back on March 15th. According to the Camden County Sheriff's Office, a 911 call reported a 2-year-old boy had been missing for about 20 minutes at a residence in Camdenton. About 10 minutes after authorities arrived, the child was found in the pond. Deputies performed CPR. The boy was flown to a hospital in Columbia. He was taken to ICU, but the Sheriff's Office has reported he's recovering.
Several Camdenton High School students earned money for college at the State Junior Science, Engineering, and Humanities Symposium. One student, Mark Castle, won first place in the engineering division with a device he created that would work with a smartphone app to warn drivers if they're not operating carefully. Another student, Riley Short, got first place in the biology division for his invention of an antibacterial catheter that is stronger than those currently in use. He has been contacted by Duke University to work together on the product. Congratulations to some sharp students.
Another group of Camdenton students distinguished themselves earlier this month at the district speech and debate tournament. The team came in a close second place with more than a dozen individual finalists. Ryan Huey took home first place in humorous interpretation, and Alex Mades and Emily Zaretsky earned first in policy debate. 8 Camdenton students will advance to the state competition on April 24th in Springfield. And now coming up, boating tips with Bob's No Wake Zone and events coming to the lake this weekend that you won't want to miss. All that and more after a word from Quick Car in Osage Beach.
Your vehicle, it's part of who you are. It's your partner in weekday traffic and your passport to weekend fun. It's your sometimes office and your all-the-time concert hall. For all your vehicle is to you, isn't it time you did something for it too? Introducing the Quick Car Monthly Unlimited Wash Club. For only $20 a month, wash your car as often as you want. Enjoy significant savings and never worry if it's going to rain or not. Join the Wash Club today. Quick Car, quick, easy, and professional every time.
Let's talk life-saving devices like the PFD, Personal Flotation Device. Federal law requires that a wearable PFD is required for each person on board, regardless of vessel length. In Missouri, all vessels 16 feet and longer must carry one U.S. Coast Guard approved PFD for each person on board. Children under 7 years of age must wear a U.S. Coast Guard approved life jacket at all times while on board any vessel, unless that child is confined in a totally enclosed area of a vessel, such as a cabin area in a houseboat or a day cruiser. Now, the main thing about PFDs is that they must be readily accessible. They must also be in good and serviceable condition and of proper size for the intended wearer. Sizing depends on body weight and chest size. Now, for PWCs, each person riding must wear a Type 1, 2, 3, or 5 PFD. Okay, what do those numbers mean? Well, Type 1 and 2 are those orange type life vests like this one. And Type 1 is for offshore wear. It will turn most unconscious persons face up in the water. Type 2 is for more calm conditions or near shore. They may not turn some unconscious wearers face up in the water. Now, Type 3 is the vest or fully sleeved jackets, and they're pretty comfortable. You'll see most PWC or jet ski riders wearing this type of PFD. Type 4, we should mention, are these throwable type devices, which are required on all vessels 16 feet in length or longer, and they must be readily accessible. Now, there's that word again. Check marine stores or online to find out more information on PFDs. There are a lot of new designs out on the market now. Some inflate when you enter the water automatically. Some must be manually inflated. To be sure to check that off and make sure they have that U.S. Coast Guard approval on them. Well, that's today's boating tip. I invite you to listen to Bob's No Wake Zone boating radio show Saturday mornings 7 to 8 on News Talk KRMS. Until next time, we'll see you out on the lake.
The Open Door Church in Laurie is hosting a women's conference this weekend. The theme is In His Presence with guest speaker Helen Lowry. The conference is Friday and Saturday, and the cost is $10, which includes lunch. Contact the church to register.
Young ladies aged 16 to 22 will compete in the Miss Dogwood pageant Friday evening beginning at 7 p.m. Ladies will compete in swimwear or sportswear, an evening gown, and they'll have an on-stage interview. The winner will receive at least $500 in scholarships, and runners-up will earn money for college, too.
The Sunrise Beach Little Theater will hold their variety talent show on Friday and Saturday evening. Contact the theater for more information.
The Hope Ray Dunkley Memorial Run Walk is this Saturday in Versailles High School. The 5K competition run will begin at 9 a.m. and the 2-mile casual walk begins at 9:15. There's also a half-mile kids run on the school track at 10:15, and all profits from the event will benefit the Morgan County Caring for Kids Coalition.
And if you're up for a longer run, the first ever Bridge and Dam Half Marathon and 10K are also Saturday morning. The races begin at 7:30 a.m. and they both start and finish at the dam. Check out bridgeanddamhalfmarathon.com for more details.
And the fishing tournaments continue. The early bird tournament at Alhana Resort is Saturday and Sunday with takeoff time at 7 a.m. and the American Bass Anglers Tournament takes off from Public Beach number 2 at 6 a.m.
That wraps up this week's Lake of the Ozarks News Update. I'm Ashley Kyle.
And I'm Bob Spicer, and thanks for watching us on Como Connect Channel 90, and watch us anytime on MyLakeTV.com, and we'll see you, like we always do, next time.